A retake set up here for Disguise, but again, they're a very methodical team in how they organize these retakes, so don't count them out.
Great shock dart comes right over the top, actually chunks out a good amount of health. Now the retake is on the way. Opening trades lead out as it will be M80 with the numbers. Nice shots from Zander in the corner, able to take down 2. And then how about the headshot? Puts Clear down to essentially 1 shot worth of health. 1v3 Ghost in hand.
But sometimes the decision-making in critical mid-round chaotic moments just isn't there. And that's what we have to watch out for this matchup, as M80, of course, having that firepower advantage, steamrolling into the A side, no problem. But let's be fair, this is what we expected in a round like this economically.
Surely it would be. Would be nice to tally at least some damage, though, if you're Disguised, which some of it does come by Riku, but can't quite
there
finish
with the
off.
aftershock, getting a lot of space. Obviously, they still have the Killjoy, kind of making sure nothing's going weird over at middle, but Clear on the Sewer's aggression, able to take johnqt down. But this is opening up the floodgates for the A long attack, because now M80 knows that that's vulnerable.
Over the top, M80 gonna get challenged by Steel. Oh, he only gets 1, but even that's not bad at all. You still have to deal with Clear inside a Sewer. XXiF is standing with him, and as eeiu tries to clear out by himself, he meets a strong resistance, and Clear bounces right back in towards side. So now NiSMO, who is never allowed to plant, finds himself caught into a 1v3. The first one's good, but it's
not looking to play a retake this time around.
No, this is all about contesting, and if there were to be any sort of defensive help, it's largely going to come around this long flank through spawn, which there is an alarm bot in the way, but Steel, first one tested, gets first blood. Flashes not really fully connecting. That leaves Riku in the corner, gets 2. What an absolutely beautiful defense. Clear's now inside. That's good to try to completely entrap M80 at long. And oh man, the proactive defense really coming through solid. The Altron from behind puts johnqt in a pretty impossible situation. All the utility to funnel. Haven't seen that interaction before, but we had a good look at it. Aftershock trying to keep things at bay. The follow-up with the guiding. Splash not going to really do too much, unfortunately, in Disguise. Their defense, once again, unfortunately crumbles as the plant will get off and Disguise are left in 2v4.
I mean, M80 just did the perf cross from that closet position. All M80 members Ghost, the turret never even gets triggered. It gets sent flying by him, rolling thunder, and it gives M80 easy control of the site since everyone's playing Sewer's side.
The lockdown's put in for the attack.
Yeah, there's really no way to stop it either just yet. Steel trying to flank. He's going to get caught by eeiu, and so just M80 has everything going their way. They confirm site with lockdown, and they catch the flank. So now DSG is stalled on this retake, but Rolling Thunder might help it.
That Rolling Thunder is massive. Fault line behind it, though, and it's actually going to be the Hunter's Fury to completely stop any further aggression.
The read that they want, but now they're getting flanked through A side. So, I mean, defensively speaking, positions-wise, Disguised are winning the chess match. But now it comes down to fragging. Zander able to get the immediate trade. C-site is wide open. Steel, though, holds on to the flanking position from long.
And that recon bolt kind of noodles its way out of the halls. I think that was supposed to go deeper than it was intended. Steel, oh, okay, 1 for 1's not bad. And still, you can see M80 are not 100% sure where Disguised are coming from. There's their follow-up recon bolt. Clear hits the opening shot. XXiF with the follow-up. And now John is by himself in a 1v3. Spike is dropped, and the angle being retake, though, very rapidly. It's going to be on NiSMO to kind of hit the trigger as far as when is the go call going to go. Paranoia going to stretch right across the site. Fault line there as well. Disguise in a little bit of trouble here, but a really good gravity well. That actually allows at least for a 1-for-1 trade. Zander, John just brute forcing their way in, and that's all it takes apparently. Right click is no,
it's just a little bit of a show of force, and then a backup over towards B. It's koalanoob up top with the Bulldog. He's gonna have a little bit of help from eeiu on the cross.
Stun is going to hit him, though. That allows him to start pouring out the smoke. He has to dash to Gong. johnqt, though, plays Guardian Angel to give him that opportunity. Now he can come back to the fight, and boy, does he.
Yeah, really clean stuff on the crossfire here from M80. And even though Disguise do make it a bit punishing, ultimately, the play is red. M80 survived through it, and that little 1v1.
I like the response, though, from DSG. They're very quick to just kind of absorb that pressure and start hitting elsewhere. They're knocking on the door of C.
Oh, but John, opportunity here. Oh, boy. And M80, again, it's just, that is a 3v2 situation where if you win 1v1, not have to force a trade, things start to become very plausible. But now you're into a spike plant situation. No ultimates to play with. Rolling Thunder, not even close. koalanoob hits another unbelievable shot, and the knives are out. Oh, boy. Man,
these nice little set pieces, these nice little pieces of brain work. But now they have to still hold off the retake. johnqt and Zander. Pinstripe goes to kill feed in their favor.
4v3. koalanoob chewed up a bit by the nanostorm effects. Nova Pulse gets actually a lot of damage in. The concussive effects, very punishing as NiSMO will drop, but eeiu Zander fighting back, leaving clear now in a 1v3 in total. Finds the first, avoids the shock darts. koalanoob triggers. Cloud burst down, and there's the wide peak. Oh, another one of those rounds, man, where it's so close. But
close.
M80 is just a touch better.
Or are they?
Or are they?
A touch better
Their
on the
cheekiness.
fragment.
Clears in the site, and everyone else is wrapping in towards B, and they've got M80 trapped here inside a connector. Just comes down to, can they find the kills this time around? It's a 3-for-2 trade. All of it favoring M80. Rolling Thunder will find some value. Alarm Bot, though, makes ZIF a bit vulnerable, and that's all it needs for John to still final.
Little win conditions here.
Recon Bolt has to hit, and he's been revealed now. So now it's just down to, can you find the crossfire, the sentry turret? Nearly a key narrative point of this entire map. Zander needs to peek. Use the fault line as an opportunity to hopefully get him free first kill. Frenzy is in hand. There is that fault line. It does concuss a handful of players, but Genghsta stays away, and that's long enough for Clear to come out for the trade. koalanoob also denied any re-entry, so the favor goes towards Disguise as the spike is planted. We have an early 3v2 here.
As his dash starts to fade, he will have to fall back, and now he's been suppressed.
John does get the first. That clears out the back of the site. So for Clear and Steel, it's just about trying to hang on to both of these outside areas. John gets one headshot cleared out by himself, halfway defused, but Clear's gonna get
still trying to test the waters of mid. He doesn't want to give this up. I mean, they got some good map control here. I can understand why he wouldn't want to give it away. And now with that kill, they're going to start snapping on this market split to get to B.
Free route through the middle of the map. eeiu shutting down the initial threat, and this is going to actually pivot DSG back over towards A. NiSMO's down to 10 HP. That's his last utility spent as well. So ZIF, no fragment, plenty of flashes. Will get right through tree quickly. Does he get Zander in the corner, though? No, Zander good for 2 defensively. And how about the help? Foils your entire offense. Just team shots through smoke.
Ugh. And Genghsta shredded too. So, I mean, basically 2.5 men versus 5. And it's not the sitcom.
No.
Is that 3.5 men?
It's 2.5 men.
Okay, I had it. Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah. What?
You wanna hear a
Riku?
crazy
Wow.
one? Want to hear a crazy one real quick?
No, yeah.
3. Got the operator, though, and, well, he's going to be doing koalanoob things. We know that.
Oh.
Oh, my God, dude. That is so... If you're ZIF, you're tilted. You got to be. Like, that's just so ridiculous.
Yeah. And eeiu takes aggressive challenge, and then NiSMO. Oh, boy. Man, these are just one of the Thunders now out. John's trying to spam to the boxes. Time's becoming a bit of an issue here. 10 seconds to go. Disguise still don't even have the spike on towards site at the moment. Still waiting for the lockdown to come through. eeiu's holding on the cross. Spike should come down successfully, but Disguised are left with just the last 3 members. Nightfall is out, and M80 want to go quick. Knife is here. Retake on the way. Fragment also clearing things out. Cloud burst over the top. NiSMO follows up. Genghsta gets one, trying to hold on from the back. He actually takes that a second. eeiu is being suppressed by ZIF in the corner, but just as he gives up the angle, the swing comes through. ZIF, the 1v1. Oh, he's off to the classic. It's pistol on shorty. Flash out. Koala still needs to clear space. They don't know what's over towards mid-market at the moment. And they're not even going to guess towards this back alleyway. This is going to be an advantage here for Disguise on this cross. And yeah, Riku tees up. eeiu, last one left. Nothing there for a plan. Solid read by D. Prowler's going to scout out clear. Second one will come through. And then the Cosmic Divide will block off the archway. But Genghsta, long lurk through mid. This timing is actually really solid as the spike is down. Clear's also going to make sure that he gets the read, that everyone's going over through the sidewalk. ZIF gets 1. So now down to a 3v2. And you know that spike is planted on the backside, so you can maybe even spam it. Shock dart out. eeiu shuts down Genghsta. NiSMO's just going to stick this behind the cover of the Cosmic Divide.
ZIF even pops the ult. Bladestorm still up for clear, so they're trying to hold firm on the site, but M80 now start to close in with their own null command.
Yeah, clear getting taken out. Oh, man. How much of a difference maker is that one single 1v1 with Steel over towards hallway? M80 with numbers, ZIF doing what he can, and it's impressive to say the least. So, it's a bit of a puzzling call, and now M80 are going to just kind of hold and surround mid-map, though. ZIF opens up a doorway through the side. And there may be an opportunity here for Disguise to just win this off of kills without even needing to get the spike.
Yeah, M80 are kind of forced now to just keep playing this out aggressively, but eeiu's making it work somehow despite 18 HP. johnqt with reinforcing fire from the back line, and Zander keeping tabs on middle, wins out against ZIF. And just when you thought things were going wrong, M80 reels it back in with just brute force.
Man, dude, it's just So many things that you could maybe even chalk to just bad luck if you're disguised.
That's fair.
So many shots through smokes. Genghsta is completely... I mean, he's got no chance of getting out of here, surely.
So much utility. I mean, what are you going to do? Knows that he has to kind of make a play to try to bring it back into reality of a win, and he's able to get his man. Riku, though, now getting boxed in here, going to be in a lot of trouble.
Nice. Good first shot onto koalanoob, but zander just taps the frenzy for another. Oh, boy, just... another one of those rounds, it feels like. XXiF does at least secure one trade plus damage with the fragment. This is still winnable for him as he gets a ghost
100%.
in his hand. So he'll break the glass. Spike is down. Tries to catch John on the exit and just catches his left shoe buckle. I don't know if Breach wears boots like that. Hard to say. Flash comes out. And that's where the ice cream smiles, not haunts my dreams.
Thank you.
M80 looking to get aggressive here at A long. Trades still somehow favor them, even with the gravity well in play, and just full reveal afterwards. I will say the M80 utility that was pretty absent on this map versus the guard has hit.
Shock the flash on this heaven rotation here from DSG. They just cannot get space.
Riku trying for him conversation.
Yeah, remember that?
I remember that. And hey, we weren't wrong about that.
Exactly.
Clear, good first blood. Steel looking to follow up. Man, Steel has not won many gunfights today. Zander's able to punish not just him, but a second spike will be placed. And as the door is shut, not just on tree, a similar one starts to fall, possibly on the fate of Disguised. Yep. Just down to one. And it's that aforementioned player of Riku. Guardian in. Good shot on NiSMO. That was the full HP contestant now. So now you're just down to 5 health if you're Zander. And how about the shots from Riku?
Flash will battle it back, and the lockdown will be used to fortify the opposing site. They've read this like a book.
Sure did. Genghsta gets the first blood as well. koalanoob not allowed an entryway, but Genghsta is stuck in. The follow-up on Riku is good. So the defenders on B are cleared out. Comes at a bit of a cost, though. M80 will get the spike planted, and you still have NiSMO on a super long flank, which I will say, if you're Disguised, you cannot lose tabs of this. And they've lost tabs of it. Clear gets picked in the corner. Now Steel has to hold his ground. How does NiSMO get that? And then the final one comes.